Most people want to leave sometimes and nobody truly talks about it. Many migrants would never admit publicly that sometimes silently we often wonder what actually it would have been back home. Not because of being ungrateful or anything, but the life abroad can be really hard. There are lots of struggles that we take in daily that nobody truly talks about. We're going to be really honest about it in today's video. We're going to be raw and vulnerable. So if you've ever felt this way as a migrant living abroad, you are not alone. Welcome to the safe space. My name is Tochi. You're welcome to my channel. Please like this video, give it a thumbs up as you're watching so YouTube can recommend it to more people. Kindly share it to everyone that benefit from this, and to all my returning subscribers, you guys are amazing. You're welcome back to this video. If you're yet to subscribe, please click on the subscribe button right now. Thank you. When you move abroad, families back home think that you're doing really well, that you are rich, you are comfortable, you are good simply because you are abroad. Most people don't really understand the struggles, the back-to-back shifts, the work you have to go through, work hard day in, day out. Even when you're tired in the cold, when it's dark, you have to go to work to make ends meet and meet up with the responsibilities that you have. Most people don't see the stress, the struggles, the childcare challenges, the tears, when you have to break down and cry alone at night. Some people don't understand what it really feels to be abroad, to live all alone and deal with life all by yourself without much help and support. Most migrants carry so much responsibilities. You're expected to provide for yourself, for your family, for your children in the UK, and then for the ones back home. I even saw a post one time where somebody was saying that she was complaining that her husband sent her £200 every month and she felt it was too small. She was complaining that what could he possibly be doing with his money that would make him send only £200 to his family, his wife and children back home. And then I thought to myself, and this man would also be thinking about not just his wife and children. Probably he might be thinking about his mother, his father, his siblings. He might even be paying school fees for his younger ones, his cousins, friends are even looking up to him. And this is the reality of so many other migrants living abroad. It's so hard that you don't even know who to talk to sometimes that would understand. You don't even have any external help or support. Literally trying to work for every pound, every dollar, every penny that you make living abroad. You have to work and make that by yourself to take care of yourself and take care of some other people that are looking up to you as well. No aunties, no neighbors to help you, no village. You do all by yourself. Bills, everything, literally. The pressure is so much, but sadly, that's the silent pressure that so many migrants carry every day. I want to reference a story that really hit me. This is one that happened recently. I'm sure some of us must have seen it. The story of this young care worker that moved to the UK on a care worker visa and was caught working in a car wash. He's a young Nigerian guy and he was arrested for working in a car wash, right? So he didn't cheat, he didn't steal, he didn't defraud anybody. He was only trying to get extra help, extra support, or make extra money by working really hard. But instead, he faced judgment. Right? And this could be the reality of so many other people. Yes, he's on a visa that has work restrictions. There's some kind of jobs that he's not allowed to do. He has limited hours to work and all of that. But we don't know the kind of responsibilities that he carried. We don't know what he wanted to do with that extra money that he wanted to make because it was cash at hand, right? It's possible that he had something waiting for him, a sick mother, a sick sibling, something that was really weighing him down and he needed to sort it out financially that made him take that risk. But unfortunately, he was arrested. right? And a lot of people judged him and said, yes, stick to the conditions of your visa. Don't do that, no matter the pressure and all of that. It's okay for us to give judgment. It's okay to give advice when you're not the one wearing the shoes, right? But this is the reality of so many migrants that carry so much burden and so much pressure, and there's nobody to help take away such from them. Migrants are constantly trying to navigate financial pressures, visa limitations, and responsibilities that most people back home will never understand. That's why some people just get tired sometimes and think about going back home. Not because they failed, but because they're genuinely tired. I've seen comment sections where people just cry and just lament and just vent. And genuinely, they say they are tired and they wish they could just go back home. They wish all this burden could be taken away from them. You know, I'm sure some of you would have thought about that once in a while. I've thought about that as well. I've shared my story here countless times, especially when I first moved to the UK. It was just a lot for me to bear. And I kept telling my husband, please come and take me back to Nigeria. I can't do this. And I've also heard different people say it to me and even say it on social media, like, we just think about going back sometimes because as human beings, it's okay to think that way. And the interesting thing is you hear people talk about, oh, you make so much money abroad, you are comfortable, you have a system that works. All that is true. But it's not just about money. Money that your bills even takes away a huge chunk of it at the end of the month. But really, it's not just about money. It's about the fact that you have to navigate life alone abroad, about the fact that you have to deal with the constant struggle of childcare. You know, childcare can make you go mad. It's not easy. Literally, like, you can just go crazy. It's not easy. You're dealing with that. And for the most part, you might not even be able to do exactly the kind of work you want to do or make as much money as you want to make because you have to take care of your children. If you consider putting them in nursery or preschool, you will pay so much that sometimes when you think about it, you're like, let me just cut down my hours and spend more time and take care of them myself. Because sometimes the math will not make sense if you're making money and having to pay for childcare. We don't even talk about how lonely and isolating life abroad can be sometimes. You know, it's difficult making friends as an adult. It's so hard. If you're lucky to make friends, kudos to you. Don't even know what you have. You have to hold them tight. Genuine and good friends, though, not anyhow friends, right? If you've been able to navigate that, kudos. But for most people, they even say it's difficult. You don't even have the time because you are working so hard, trying to make ends meet, trying to meet up with the bills you have to pay monthly, you know. So it's hard making friends as an adult. It's lonely as well. Like, you're literally dealing with life all by yourself. Seasonal depression doesn't even make it any easier. Like, we know how dark it gets during winter. And you know how isolating those periods can be. You're working really hard, picking extra shifts because you only have to rely on the money that your visa allows you to make. You can't really do so much business-wise or side hustle-wise because you have to depend entirely on the only money your visa allows you to make. And then we talk about the cold. You're having to leave for work in the cold. Guys, like, the cold weather is not funny. Till now, I haven't gotten used to it. I don't even think anybody gets used to cold. If you've gotten used to the cold, please let me know in the comment section. And if you're a parent, burnout is constant because you're literally taking care of your children without any help or support. You're doing everything all by yourself. And we all understand that social isolation is real. Some people trek long distances to go to work, to catch up their buses and trains, or to meet up with somebody. You know, so life abroad can be so hard. And there are people who haven't visited back home for over 3 years. More than 5 years. They haven't visited their friends and families. They've had to miss important events and reunions. And some people have even missed their parents' burials, you know, their siblings' weddings and stuff like that. You know, it's really hard when you can't be with your loved ones when you want to. You don't have the luxury of being with them or going to them or just getting a hug from them when you feel down or in your lonely days. You cry silently at night and just, cover your duvet, cuddle your pillows and just trust God. And for days like that, you think about going back home. Okay, for days like that, you think about, if I was back home, probably I won't be feeling this way. If I was with my mom or with my dad or with my sister or brother, probably I wouldn't be feeling this way. If I was with my friends, some people don't even have friends because most of the friends or good friends they have are all back home. So on days like that, going back feels like the only escape. Again, not because you want to quit, but because you're human and you are genuinely tired. And it's absolutely normal to have those moments. So here's the thing. Staying doesn't mean suffering forever. It just means growth. It means you're building strength, resilience. You're bringing out your inner strength and inner worth, because there are things that you do sometimes that you didn't even know you could do them. When I had to deal with having a baby and taking care of a baby all by myself in the UK, I didn't know I could do that. And there are lots of women like that who have had to bring out their inner strength, their inner creativity. You're literally taking care of your family, doing everything that probably if you were back home, you wouldn't have done that. So every tear, every exhausted moment, every challenge that you face, every time that you've questioned your decision, it's shaping you into someone stronger and more capable than you think. You're not alone, you're not weak, and this struggle definitely does not define you, okay? You are worth more than that. Like, you are stronger than you know. And kudos to every migrant living abroad. It's not easy, but you're doing it. With all the restrictions that comes with living abroad, with all the constant changes of laws, all the uncertainties that come with it. But we all live above that every day. We all even try to surpass expectations, chasing success, building wealth. Even after crying at night, you wake up the next day like nothing happened, shake it off and just say we move. If you've ever felt that way or you're feeling that way right now, just know that you are not alone. And the funny thing or the interesting part is you feel that way today and the next day you're waking up, going to work and just doing everything that you have to do like nothing happened. And that's the resilient spirit. So focus on the small wins, celebrate the little victories, keep your visions alive, and understand that even in all those struggles and in everything that you're dealing with, growth happens. Like, you are growing, we are all growing every day. So if you've ever felt like going back might be easier or just questioned your decision of moving abroad, drop a message in the comment section. Let's create a safe space here where we can all talk honestly and support each other. And I also want to encourage anybody that can to build a community, try to go out more, try to meet more people. If you work from home, it might even be harder for you, because even research have shown that people that work from home are more likely to be unhappier, compared to people that go out to meet people or that work from the office. Human beings are meant to interact with each other. Try to socialize, especially the winter periods where it feels isolating, it feels depressing, you could just be sad for no reason. Try to make yourself happy. Try to create things that make you happy, memories with your family if you have a family. If you don't have one, if you're single and don't have a family, just try to interact more with people. Just try to create that safe space for yourself and your family to be happy, okay? We all got this. It's okay if you've ever thought about leaving. It's okay if you still want to leave, but just take a deep breath. Think about it thoroughly. Think about why you came in the first place, why you made that move in the first place, and just tell yourself that it's only for a while. This feeling is not forever. This feeling is only temporal, and with time, you're going to step out of it, okay? And if you genuinely still want to leave, that's okay, but make sure you think through your decision thoroughly before you make any final move. Okay, so yeah, if you found this video helpful, let me know in the comment section. Feel free to also leave more struggles that you think migrants are facing abroad that I've not covered in this video. So let me know if you like this video so that we can make more relatable videos like this. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you all in my next one. Bye bye.